9% of the population of the kingdom, uh, almost overnight. And it was a horrible battle because it wasn't until a long time that they learned that they could hide up in the mountains, and they had the last ditch protection of the kingdom. So the green areas are the places that are essentially known to be zombie free. The zombies essentially they just have a really hard time going up the fucking mountains, and there's a lot of water on the mountains, so they just have a natural fear of the mountains. That's what is generally considered to be the reason. We don't know why. We just know that they don't. These red lines areas means that zombies could be there. We don't know. Up until recently, zombies never had any sort of strategic mind. They never had any traps. They never did anything uh, specific. It was just sort of zombies, but they were very strong and their bite was deadly. Um, and our adventurers found out that they were up in Mount Hotenu. We pronounce it differently most every time because we don't know how to pronounce it. Mount Hotenu or Hotenu. Uh, they were up there. They found out some information, and as they were traveling down the Neverwinter Wood uh, stream, essentially this green line here, uh, basically water is the only thing that's place that's safe from the zombies, and they were attacked just outside Neverwinter over here, and they were essentially eaten alive. But there was a captain, Captain Denham, who healed them. He healed them by encouraging the flesh in their bodies to remember their healed state and revert back to it. But what also happens is that their neurons, essentially their brain, also remembered their previous state, and so they forgot that memory. Um, it's not a pleasant memory when you have it. They don't remember being eaten alive as much, and there's some things they still don't remember. Um, of those
Someone remembered it.
of those last like 5 minutes or those last
Spoiler
10
alert.
minutes. Ike did remember because she got bit, um, and she stopped healing. She
You're
stopped healing. We don't know why
you're
yet.
jumping ahead real far though.
We don't know why. Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know what. I mean, it's in the storyline. We don't
Yeah.
know why when she was bitten, uh, she didn't start healing. So our adventurers tried to want to go and talk to Captain Denham. They were told that he would be down here in Fandolin, and they took a horse and a cart of supplies to Fandolin. And they got attacked here on the road. This is the first time they got attacked with some bait and switch. Essentially, they had a horse down the middle of the way, and they came and attacked them. That was the first time that our guys ever remember them using strategy. These little red squares and stuff are essentially where we had fights and attacks. When they got to Phandalin, essentially it was Captain Denham wasn't there. Phandalin was almost completely unprotected. They just essentially went inside their homes and locked it up every night. Our adventurers helped them get everything. Well, they did the best they could to help get the place fortified, to put a moat around the city, even a small one.
Well, no, we put a new captain in place, and they did
Well,
that.
that's true. When they got there,
And we
uh,
went off
Yeah,
immediately to try to find Captain Denham.
there
and
was a
that
dum
did
dum
not
in
go well.
charge.
there was a dumb
Because
down
we
in
got
charge.
ambushed by fucking zombies. How do zombies fucking ambush you, Austin?
By
Explain that shit to me.
Failed perception checks is what it was.
I actually don't have to
Yeah,
explain
it was.
it to you, John. You need to figure that shit out on your own, dude.
No, I know. I'm trying to. That's why I'm enjoying the
Yeah,
story.
you can tell. Yeah, that's one rule we have in the game is you can ask You can ask the DM anything. He might tell you to go fuck yourself, but I mean, you can ask. There's nothing wrong with
Hey,
asking.
I'm doing that anyway. You can't see him.
Worst they can do is say no, right, baby?
That's right. So they went there. They found a dum-dum in charge. They used their authority as captains. Now, I'll take a quick caveat from the story. A captain, generally, they don't travel in groups. Ours did because it was an extremely important mission up in Hotenu, and so they got the two pairs of siblings to go up. And captains essentially, you will know the captains know things. You are not a captain, however. Your role as a ranger is actually a marshal of the forest, and you aren't a captain because your authority of as a marshal in that area doesn't really necessarily supersede theirs, but your authority was already that of a captain before all of this happened. Because we haven't gotten too much into your backstory, but the backstory that bringing you in on the story is that you are essentially a marshal of the forest. Think of like it's the king's horse, right? So there's the king's rules, just like the king's road, and so you essentially are the enforcer and creator of the laws in accordance with the king's wishes, and you would know the forest, and so who best to delegate the authority to protect the forest than the person doing the protecting? So you have a lot
What's
of authority on your own. The
what's his
captain,
life like been like?
that's a good fucking question. I'm excited to
We'll
hear.
have
I'm
to we'll have to ask
well.
him, won't we, John?
I'm more interested, like, from the DM's perspective. What is the zombie activity that we would already know takes place in the
We'll
forest?
have to ask
Yeah,
him, won't we?
that's another good question.
He could probably
So
tell us.
He
essentially,
might be able to. I'm
well, he
interested to
doesn't.
find out.
So that's the captains though are essentially they're all commissioned by the king, so they all have uh, that sort of royal authority, and they can make decisions in the field because as the king knows that he can't delegate he can't like micromanage this shit, and to cut through the red tape and bureaucracy, he created the captains, and the captains just have a lot of authority. And there's the captain's manual was what we refer to a lot. The captain's manual essentially is whatever information we need to impart, or I make up on the spot of this is in the manual, and you guys would know this because their characters know more than these fuckers do. So that when they got to Phandalin, they essentially used their authority of captain to appoint a captain, which is essentially the captain of the city, to handle shit. And they know that the whole point of getting to Phandalin is trying to reinforce Phandalin and to make a road. They're trying to make a road. Oh, come on! I hit the button, fucker. Why is it stuck? Well, whatever. So they're trying to make a road. That's what this little orange line is right here. From Phandalin to Icespire. Because they're trying to... This is a very heavily fortified and well-supplied place. It's very difficult for it to make this long road trip over the mountains to the capital. It's essentially is here. It's not on the road. It's like right here. I want that to be there. So this all down here has been freed of zombies because this created a natural barrier and they made a choke point right here early on. So they're trying. That's the point of the road, and they pretty much had to forge the road, which is what they did. They got attacked here, and this is where Ike got bit. And that's Gek's sister. And when she got bit, they healed her. And when they healed her, they brought back more memories. And they were not nice memories. They were bad memories. And she had a hard time dealing with shit. And she knew that if she got bit and she turned, she could hurt others. So she said, fuck this, I'm going out my way. And she committed suicide. Once she got to Icespire and talked to Captain Denham. When they got to Icespire, they realized that oh yeah, well, in Phandalin, they met Captain Denham, but they didn't really meet Captain Denham. It was a fake. He was a fraud. He was a charlatan. They didn't realize that who they were talking to wasn't the real Captain Denham until they got to Icefire Peak and Captain Denham was there. They then found out that whoever that guy was fucking with them, and we don't know why. They go to Icefire. They essentially get a small contingent of 20 captains to go back to Phandalin and find out what the fuck is going on and see if they can catch this dude. We haven't named him yet. He doesn't have a name. I know his name, but you guys don't know his name. You guys haven't given him a name. So they went to go back to Phandalin to
Who haven't
essentially.
we named? Fake Captain Denham?
I don't think you guys have named fake Captain Denham yet.
Well, we're just calling him Fake Captain Denham because we don't know his name.
Yeah, but Captain Denham finds that very insulting.
Oh, well, he's never expressed that.
I think he did at the end of the last session.
Okay.
So they
I
went. They
think
go
you
back.
probably agreed to think of something.
So once they were in Icefire and Ike died, a new character came on the scene. Her name is Jane, and Jane always wanted to be a captain. She always wanted to go into the. She wanted to go into that service before the zombies ever came. Right, John?
No.
It was only when she got
She
her powers.
recently developed powers, and that
Right.
made her want to become a captain and help because she's more powerful.
Right. So when she got
The
those
reason
powers,
she developed powers is she had recently been possessed.
yes, she was possessed, and she went to Ice. She was from Icefire Peak, and she was chosen to go with the team because of her powers of being able to read minds, essentially, and do other things that are powers. So the team goes back to Phandalin with a group of captains. Once they get there, they find that and we spent like 3 or 4 sessions in Phandalin, right?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, we were there for a while, and they got
Yeah.
pretty detailed, like of where they set up their forts and where they set everything up, where they
We set up guard towers.
They
we
found
set
a
up a
cave
bunch of
system to set up like the
Set up a giant moat.
we spent some time there doing some shit, and then they got
There was an
attacked by a horde of zombies.
escape plan.
They-
We had our helms deep in fucking.
and they kicked ass. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So this time when they go back to Phandalin, they found that it was completely infested and run over with zombies and mostly partially on fire. They then saw that the cave system, which was always set up to be like the Alamo essentially, was flooded. And we know that zombies are afraid of water, so we knew that something could be there. So they created a diversion to go up here, back to where they were attacked, and essentially, these green lines are a wall. The wall protects them from zombies, so that you can go from Leilon to
That's where the
Is it
king's at.
correct. That's the capital. Up to Neverwinter, and you are essentially in the walled area. These walls, these green walls, they're not solid. They're still under construction. So they went up here to where a part of the wall was, and essentially made a trap, like a bottleneck. And they used some very brave captains who basically went to Phandalin, made a bunch of noise, and then ran north and took most of the zombies with them. And then our guys were very sneaky and able to get up to the hill and go into the cave system. The cave system, a lot of shit popped off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot happened in the cave system. They got attacked right away by a bunch of zombies. And getting attacked by zombies in the cave system is not great unless you have a Jane who can cast a web that nails all my zombies to the fucking ground. I can't swarm you.
And a
you can
bard
just-
who gives us advantage on every attack.
That's
and then they can just go and fucking pick them off one at a fucking time, which I was not happy about. which is what they did. But the dice tell the story. So they beat those guys, and then they had to take a long. They took a short rest. It doesn't matter. They took a rest. They woke up, and when they woke up, they found a ghost was in there with them. And the ghost talked to them a little bit, but when they did an insight check on this ghost, they actually found that she was either lying or hiding something. And Gek,
The big dumb barbarian was the one with the good inside check, and he's like, "Sure, you lawyer."
Gek is still a little sensitive. He lost his sister just a few days ago, and
Yeah.
he wasn't told when she got bit right away. And just all this shit's happening, and he's like, "Why the fuck? Why are you?" He was pissed, and he attacked her, and it was bad. And Gek got his ass kicked a little bit. Not a lot of it, but he got his bell rung. And then the
Well,
ghost.
he got his bell rung by the ghouls.
Well, no, you almost died
With-
from ghouls.
Yeah, with her, he didn't. I think he smacked the shit out of her, and she ran. And
She got
scared
her.
the shit out of Jane.
She got her bell rung too, but you also were more than bloodied too, I think.
Maybe I don't.
It's in the
I don't
report. So
Yeah.
when they were, after that, they then took I don't think they took a rest. They went searching through the cave to find people, and instead of the people hiding in the cave, they found a bunch of ghouls in a bunch of hallways protected by fire. And the ghouls almost got them. It almost killed at least Gek. They got into a hallway. Gek was up front, and ghouls paralyze you if you fail your save. And so their tank essentially was up front and paralyzed, taking hits, and no one else could really get to them. And he was rolling. You were rolling death saves, right? You rolled a few.
Yeah, I don't even know if I had to roll any. You were critting automatically and doing 2 death saves, and then Adam was healing me, and then you were critting me again.
Yeah.
And Adam was healing me.
Yeah.
That kind of happened for a minute, and then
Yeah. It felt like
we
it.
finally got them in a area we could do something to them. It was frustrating. Like, I loved that combat because it was so much fun. It was so, like, I thought my guy was dead, and we
Yeah.
made it through there.
Yeah.
And it was frustrating.
They got trapped.
Yeah, we got
Right.
bottlenecked in that fucking hallway.
It was bad. Yeah, and so then they didn't die. Adam's character pulled out all the fucking stops and
All of them.
saved
There was
Gek,
no
essentially.
stops left to be pulled.
And so that's when we meet the ghost again. Right after that all happens, when they were pretty much about to fucking die, the ghost comes back up. She talks to Jane because Jane was being possessed. Jane did not know she was being possessed. The other people did not know that she was being possessed. But it was Sarah who, being a ghost and knows something of possessions, could see that Sarah was being possessed. That there was a piece of Sarah that belonged to somebody else. So they fought.
Jane.
Huh?
Jane.
Jane. Yeah.
Sarah's the
So
ghost, Jane is John's character.
Yes.
That's correct. So it was a pretty fun
One of
sort
them.
of impromptu psychic battle, I want to say.
Well, that came after a while.
So that was after the visions.
So we talked with her, and she wanted us to kill her, and we continued talking to her and trying to figure out what was going on. Throm got the visions,
Okay.
and
so,
then they had to convince Jane to get the visions because she was terrified of this thing.
So
from-
the visions were, and that's probably the one, like the last session was probably one of the more important ones to listen to because
It's up there.
the visions that she had. I mean, I don't know. I think I nailed it as a storyteller. I love that. That was so awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
everything came together really well. Um, the visions that they got were essentially of Sarah when she was still a young lady. We don't know how long ago it was. Probably a couple hundred years. Um, she was having visions of uh, her lover. She was having visions of just being in town, just life essentially being good. Then she has she remembers the town starting to arm itself. The town sort of something happened and they were overran. Phandalin is a city that had been overrun many times in its long history, and Sarah's fiance was close to death, and a character that we don't know who he was. He looked exactly like Captain Denham. Uh, we don't know his name. Sarah never said his name. Uh, but Sarah had a feeling of familiar and family of this guy, and they took her to the caves of Phandalin, which is where we were at. And essentially, he tried to bring her fiance back to life, but it didn't work. He was trying to use some of Sarah's soul to put back into him to get him going again, but it didn't work, and it killed both of them. But since he was screwing around with their souls, a piece of Sarah's soul was stuck there as a ghost, and those are the visions. So she knows that once they killed all of the ghouls that were there, all of her memory came back to her because she couldn't remember things very well either with all those ghouls there because the ghouls were keeping her there too and keeping others out because no one thought that they'd be able to kill all the ghouls. And they were almost right. Then we had some. That's when Sarah started getting their trust, and she said that her life essentially, her ghostly powers were tied to the place, and the fires were also tied to her. And that's when we get into a bit of a psychic battle because Jane, Sarah tells Jane that you are being possessed by somebody, and she asks her to trust her and that she can go in there and fight the person essentially. When she's in there doing that, Jane decides to fight along with her, which was really awesome. And I didn't know John was going to do that, but he did. And they started fighting this psychic battle to whoever this other person is controlling her. They win, but at a bit of a cost because a bit of Jane was protected by Sarah. Sarah saw that Jane was about to be repossessed, jumps into Sarah or jumps into Jane a little bit and protects her. But Sarah's ghostly figure was then possessed by the creature they were fighting. And so then the other guys fought the ghost.
Yeah, Jane pulled out with Sarah and Sarah possessing her still, or well, her consciousness in her body,
Yeah.
basically.
And then Jane basically just fell unconscious, and they fought the ghost for a while until the ghost possessed one of, I think, Throm, which would have been very bad because then you essentially have to bring Throm to zero while Throm and the
It
ghost
was
are.
it was Shay. Shay got possessed.
Shay got possessed.
Yeah.
It was going to be bad for those guys, but then when Shay got possessed, a part of Jane, the psychic part that Sarah, the ghost, was in Jane, fought back and attacked the ghost, and then Gek killed it. I think it was Gek who killed the ghost.
Probably. He kills most things.
Yep. So the ghost was vanquished, but a piece of the ghost stayed in Sarah, sort of in her mental psyche, which was cool.
Within Jane.
God damn it.
Austin's bad at names, by the way. So
So,
when he fucks up your character's name, just yell at him.
so Sarah, the ghost, there's a little bit of Sarah in Jane. The part of Jane that was possessed was sort of being filled by Sarah, the ghost now. So they once that happens and the fires drop and then all the people they rescue everybody. They rescue the town. And I think I rolled a number of how many they saved. So they get out, and while they're getting everyone out, uh, Jane is able to see a connection of the zombies. She knows it's too far for her to reach, but she can sense that Sarah's the ghost that's inside of her. Uh, there's a part of that etherealness, of that otherworldliness that she can see now, and she can see that there's some connection between all the zombies. It was like essentially there was groups of zombies that were connected by a net, and then each net was connected back to each other, and then there was one single strand that was going north. So it seemed like all the zombies were being controlled, but only Jane can see it when she tries to. And they then pull back. They get all the people. No, well, this is Phandalin, but this is what's left of Phandalin.
Yes, it's in ruins.
Well, I mean, zombies overtook it.
Yep.
As often burned into the ground.
It's pretty
That
nice.
evil fuck.
Yeah,
So-
we're currently sitting on this hill.
Yes, this is where they're at now. They pulled back a little bit to get out of harm's way and figure out what the fuck is going on and what they're doing. So the salient detail that I sort of left out is that there was a note, and the note was from up here, up here in Hottenoo. And this is where the shenanigans started, even though the guys don't remember it. There was a note saying that the zombies up here were acting differently first. So some shit's going on up there. That's where the gold strand was going to the north, as far as we know.
Oh, right. That was from Jane,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like
She's
a
got like zombie true
It's-
sight.
It's like when you plan like a Grand Theft Auto game or something, and there's a waypoint on the map telling you where to go.
Kinda sorta, yeah.
Yeah. So they're down here.
It's that
And-
arrow in Skyrim.
Yeah.
So Icefire is back here, and this is where pretty much the captains are trying. I don't know if I mentioned them, but that's where they're trying to get everyone to go back to then figure out what the fuck's going on. We're right here with a bunch of captains and a whole bunch of people. Your character is not down here yet. Your character is up here, somewhere in Neverwinter Wood. Is your guy. We don't know where. So, well, I know where, because I know everything. But
That's a fucking lie. Insight check. I fucking killed it. You're lying.
no, yeah. Here, let me roll.
You
Here, I got-
lose.
I got a nat 20. Oh man.
Yeah, me too. My insight check is better than your fucking deception roll.
So that's a like. I just wanted to do some fun zombie stuff because this actually all started out as just being a one-off, but then it's now turned into a giant full-on campaign because it's been fun. I'll let the guys introduce their characters now.
I sent him a cheat sheet in the messenger in the Facebook group, so you can reference it.
Have you had a chance to look at that yet?
I did. My screen's only so small.
You're
so-
fine. You got a lot of shit
Yeah.
laid on you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Zombies are bad, and you, sir, are a marshal of the forest.
I was muted.
Oh, when Austin was talking about knowing everything.
No, just now.
Well, that's probably
Um,
good. You should probably stay muted.
Oh, fuck you.
Burn.
Too. Don't make me hang up.
So
bitch.
we'll do our
I'll never
characters
do
real
that.
quick. So
Yeah.
So I got this bard, and I kind of she's a female hobgoblin, and I kind of her name's Shay, and I kind of shoot for this like shitty Harley Quinn voice with her, and then yeah, and then she's stealthy. She was like a almost like a inner city Robin Hood kind of thing. And then her brother is my other character, and I go for this like fucking deadpan proper guy voice with him. His name's Throm. He's a Tempest cleric. So he's super clanky. I don't know what else. I don't really have much else to say about them. I do what I can. It's hard to play two characters sometimes. Go, John.
I have Gek, the barbarian. He's a bugbear, 8-foot tall bugbear, coming in smashing shit with his great axe. And then I did have his twin sister, Ike, was also here, but she sadly passed. She was a badass fighter. Oh, you need me to say it again?
Yeah, it like dropped me. It said no internet, dropped me out of the
you're
chat,
good.
So
you're good. We can still hear you.
Little chunk there.
Yep.
So I was just saying that I had Gek, the big bugbear barbarian, like 8-foot tall monster bugbear carrying a great axe. He's grumpy. His twin sister just passed. She was our fighter. And we now have the former shopkeeper of Icefire Peak, Jane Leatherman. She is a psionic sorcerer.
Okay.
Aberrant mind sorcerer.
Aberrant mind sorcerer. So she's got a lot of psionic. They call them psionic spells.
She's like 11 from Stranger Things.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
she got all kinds of, and she gets some tentacle spells.
Yeah, they're fucking great. You can fucking leave them things at home.
I got another one.
Yeah, John. One time, John jumped up into the middle and made this tentacle move that hit everybody, and the only people that took full damage were the party characters. The zombies all saved and took half damage. It was awesome.
She's still learning how to do this shit. Leave her alone.
Also, good thing you don't have a lot of things that require saving throws, Scott, because Austin passes them a lot of the times.
All the fucking time. He rolls nothing but 17s and 18s because he's a cocksucker. And it's all on roll 20, and we can see every roll, and it sucks.
It's just frustrating. I believe him.
I believe him 100%.
Cheating's not fun.
No. It's frustrating.
Okay, I think this is a good spot. Scott, do you have any... I know you got a fucking shit ton dumped on you. Do you have any questions?
No, it's a lot. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna try to.
It certainly is. And if you ever fucking have questions, just stop us and ask them. We're super not dickheads about that kind of shit because we forget shit all the goddamn time.
Both Captain Denims are very important characters.
Yeah, those are
one of the main things you need to know.
Yep. We don't know how important Sarah the ghost will be, but she was pretty important for like 2 sessions. We know which we have a pretty we like to think that we know which Captain Denim is the right Captain Denim, but Austin likes to fuck with us a lot, so we'll see what happens. Yep. I'm trying to think of anything else.
He could be dead, and we could have the wrong Captain.
Right,
Denim
they could both be imposters.
We don't know what happened on that battlefield. This could all be an illusion. I don't trust Austin at all.
John, you did a
At
pretty
all.
good job of jumping in when Austin was given the rundown. Can you think of anything else that he may have left out? Oh,
Just everything.
Yeah, I
there's
remember so much weird shit
the
about
only
D&D games.
one thing is like once we got up into the mountains, kind of like above the tree line, the zombies stopped going there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
we
they don't
the
do
zombies are
water.
afraid of water. I think we mentioned that.
Um,
Shoot, I mean nothing that's that relevant
yeah, I
that I
mean,
can think of. Oh,
eh,
we dealt with some slavers in the mountains,
oh yeah, but we had somebody burn their
but
fucking
they
shit
were
to the ground.
almost like that was very much like side quest.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like,
that's actually a good example of a little
like
bit
that's a
of
good example of the rest of the world still
like
It's
yeah,
existing.
like because it's a good
going.
that's actually a good point to bring up because one it sort of gives a good idea of my fuckery, and it also of the world in general. There was a small boy that one of them found or saw when they were taking watches at night.
Oh yeah, that little fucking prick.
Yeah,
Oh God.
he
Yeah,
said
I
that
was about to be a child murderer because the barbarians not having this kid.
he
Yeah.
said that his family was trapped near the bottom of the mountain range by zombies.
In
They were
D&D.
all
In D&D.
they were kind of trapped in like this little kind of cave, but it was a little higher, and the zombies couldn't quite get up there. And there's only like 3 or 4, and our guys could easily have gone and killed them all. And it turned out that he'd been hired by slavers to try and get people in the area to bring them to them so they can enslave them or kill them and take their shit. So they had a pretty good battle with a few captains. Well, they weren't actually captains; they were just ruffians.
They had
But
killed some captains and took their garb.
they did, and then they found that there was a small city that had taken over by slavers, and had a bunch of families that were meant to go from Icefire to Phandalin. These slavers are essentially just killing everyone who came down or enslaving those that they liked. And then our
Fair enough.
characters, it was interesting because when they saw that, the guys decided to not attack them and instead hoof it over to Icefire to tell the
Well,
captain there.
that's
And the
because
captain, well, I mean, the captain then sent out a
No,
contingent.
hold
right
on.
there.
Hold on. Do not tell that story like
That's true. That's
the
what happened.
the
You guys were like,
characters
we're okay with
were
slavery. We're
dealing
fine
with
with
the
it.
fact that
Yeah,
I had just realized and remembered the fact that she had been eaten alive
yeah.
and also had this growing zombie bite on her arm, and
That's
she was
true.
freaked out a bit and needed to get to the town so she could get herself slipped away.
Here,
To
essentially,
make the
what we
decision
did
she
was
felt like she needed to make.
we chose a sibling slash friend over slavers, which yeah, maybe it's a little shady, but
No, I think at the moment it actually made the most tactical sense because you guys were vastly outnumbered. It was a horrible choke point area. You didn't know the area. You didn't know how. You actually knew about how because they found the boy again, and the boy's family was actually down there when that's how the slavers were getting him to do that shit. And the slavers were in a small old mining town, within like a few hours, like hard march
it was like
to
yeah.
Icefire. No, it was right here. This blue dot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was actually really close. So as soon as I got to Icefire, the captain there just released a contingent of guards to go down there, and
Yeah,
it was much safer for our characters.
we sent motherfuckers down.
Yeah, which is what you would probably do. You
Yeah.
wouldn't stop and fight everybody, but it was a very
Yeah.
interesting.
It was a
I
dilemma
liked
we had to discuss, but we did it.
it. Yeah, so I'll
hey-
throw wild cards at you guys.
Hey, Austin, while I'm
Oh, it was
thinking about
crazy.
it,
The whole fucking game's been great.
do you want Scott's character to have any healing potions? Because we have some.
No,
I was just gonna add them to a sheet real quick. If you did,
nope, he doesn't have any healing potions.
okay, cool. That's
So-
just it came to my mind, so I thought I'd ask.
I'm going to.
Sorry, Scott.
I'm going.
That's okay. I'll suffice.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
going-
you will.
I'm going to give your character a little background. I'm going to flesh Scotty out, or Eric out a little bit.
All right.
You have control over the character choices and shit like that, but because you're coming into it, I want to get your guy set up what's been happening, and then you can tell us about maybe some of the stuff he's been going through in the game later on.
Oh, wait, before you get started, Scott, I'm going to tell you this right now. I like to do a character voice. John
Okay.
also likes to do a character voice, and they're wildly inconsistent. So if that's something you want to do, don't feel bad because I'm going to be busy busting John's balls about his character voices to give you any
Yeah,
kind of shit
I
about it.
usually do. I usually do a voice, so like I'll try. Like I'd have to pick up one on the fly. 'Cause I haven't
No,
quite figured out
you're
how I
you're
learned.
fine. Take your
But
time with it. Do something you like. You're not gonna get any shit from us. That's my favorite part of DMing is doing like 19,000 character voices. But it's also not required. But anyway, continue, Austin. I'm sorry.
Neverwinter Wood is a very large area, but it's also largely unpopulated, except by essentially shitty Robin Hood fuckers. Bandits, outlaws, shit like that is usually where they go to the woods because you can live off of the woods. So the king, many years ago, decided, you know what, I can't be there the whole time. I need to give someone essentially authority to do as they need to keep the woods safe and healthy and just everything else to help those the people that the king sends, people who are lost or whoever. So he created the marshal. The marshal is sort of like a governor, um, but unless the governor is a political body, the marshal is an appointed peacekeeper, judge, and jury. The marshal, you've been there for how many years have you been there? You've been there
um,
5 years.
yeah, I was like,
I
I
just
didn't
roll.
know.
It,
Okay,
yeah, it's just I roll for things like that because I like dice
no,
telling. So you've been there 5 years. The past year and a half of which has been Zombie Town, essentially. Um, your mandate would not have changed really. Um, you would know that the zombies do move through the woods. They move through the woods very slowly. There's a lot of times that as you're traveling around the woods, you find zombies that have fallen and broken like legs or spines or necks or all kinds of shit, and you dispatch them. It's kind of it's not even something that you really think about anymore. You find
yeah,
half dead zombies in the ravines and in other places because the woods are a shitty place to be. Um, because zombies can't run, and especially if it's a thick forest area, you can move through there like we move through Target and shit. Like we just know where everything is. So after 5 years, you know the woods like the back of your hand. You know where the water sources are, the good places to hide, the fast ways to get around everywhere. And you guys would also know this too. The captains, you guys, everyone's aware of the marshal of the woods. Um, and like you've been left pretty much alone. There's been like convoys that go take this little river right here from Mount Hotnu to Thunder Tree, and for the most part they go unmolested because they're on the water. They're mostly safe, and you can't be babysitter of every fucking boat that goes up and down the river. But if the
yeah,
king's got shit going on, and there you meet someone who's a king's guard or a captain, you'll probably go with them if you want to. Uh, Essentially, um, you would know. I mean, you sleep up in trees, I would imagine, right? Because zombies obviously can't climb.
yeah,
You might have a few.
yeah. I
You might,
tried to
you
stay.
might have a few forts in a few different areas, or you might have some bolt holes. Um, might have some stashes. You've been there for 5 years, and sort of just cleaning shit out, taking notes. The captaincy is big on notes and like documentation for strategy and tactics and shit like that. And you've noticed that over the past 6 months or so, and a year and a half is when the zombies started. And in the past 6 months, you've noticed fewer zombies in the woods that have been like falling down and like getting hurt. You've seen more groups of zombies that sort of follow the deer trails and other shit like that. That kind of is like the animal highway. That you've never been attacked, you've never been hunted, you've never had anyone try and attack you. You've always been able to get out of a situation. So that's what I see for the marshal. You are there, you know it. It's your area. Other than
Yeah.
sort of those guidelines, the rest of the story is yours. You don't have to add anything or try and add to it, but uh, the guys will probably have questions for you.
Yeah.
Anything that you want to make up, if I can go for it. If it's fun and you enjoy doing that shit. If they ask you a question and you're not sure, you can just be like, I don't know, Austin. What would my character kind of say? And then I'll let you know kind of what I would think, right? In my little world.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Anything
Do
that you,
whatever you think they would
yeah,
do.
whatever's fun or like, and then I might remind you of some things that you would know, and then you can sort of respond as you want. Sometimes we take headphones off if I need to have a conversation one on one with somebody. Um, but other than that, you're just you, and you're up in the woods somewhere. I know where you're at, but you're just doing shit, and you are not aware of Fandolin and shit. You're not aware of like the shit down here because you never fucking cared. This is your
Yeah.
world. You got to keep this shit
Yeah.
clean.
My domain is the woods. I don't quite worry about the goings on of the surrounding areas.
Yeah, pretty much. Once someone gets out of the woods, they're not your problem anymore.
Yeah.
So your character is up here somewhere doing stuff. Um, our guys are down here. Um,
In a
Brad, what do
debate
you,
on where to go.
what do you guys remember from the last like on the hill as you guys were talking? What do you remember
Uh,
doing?
we we kind of finished up, and we were deciding where we were going to go next. Captain Denham wanted to go to Icefire, and we were wanting head to Hote. No,
Yep.
I know Jack wants to get this over with,
Oh,
Um,
right. And Jane also aged
and
how many
Jane
years? How many years has Jane?
Jane's been aged
40?
30 years. They were asking if anyone had less restoration. She went from 27 to 57 age
Yeah.
wise in her appearance.
Yeah, the ghost did a number on her and scared the shit out of her, and she aged a lot.
right.
And yeah, you guys found somebody with the potion or the spell needed, but that person used up all their spell slots,
Right.
and they
So
helped
we
heal
had
you.
to chill with them for a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys all wake up in the camp. There were other guards like just regular guards, not captains that would have gone with you guys. Um, or maybe like the town people also took some watches. So you guys, all the captains got a good night's sleep because you guys are all fucking tired out. And then you guys also spent probably some time also helping heal everyone. So you guys all needed to rest. Um, you guys wake up. The camp is slowly waking up with you guys. Do you guys want to try and wake up early? Do you guys want to try and what are you guys doing?
I would say
Um,
that we would wake up as early as we can to get this guy who has the spell we need, because we were to understand that there was probably some sort of time on her aging. So Like I think that's concern
Yeah.
number one.
I would say we would probably have a watch on him, let him get his 6 hours, wake him up, pray for an hour, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
Let's
a
get him
good
taken
that's a
care
good
of. I
idea.
feel like that would be Thrawn's plan.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
The muscling around he might have to do, which he's always before, but
yeah.
I don't think I can come up with that.
Right. Yeah, because I still don't get greater restoration. What is that, 5th level?
Yeah, it's 4th or 5th. I think it's 4th.
Yeah, so that's what we want to do first is get that guy waking up. Waking up.
Your wounds is 5th.
You gonna go give him some critical race theory? Make sure he's fucking woke?
Yeah, we want to get him woke for sure.
Did you know that the Texas War of Independence was over slavery? What? How dare you?
Yeah, so let's do that. Let's what's this guy's name? I'm sure let's pretend like we asked him what his name was the night before.
Yeah, Thunder Tree.
His name is Thunder Tree. He's named after that city.
Wizard Thunder Tree.
Wizard Thunder Tree. He's probably a cleric, if you care.
Yes.
He's his family is of the Thunder Tree family of the city. That has that name.
I just meant because wizards don't cast Greater Restoration. But anyway, yeah, no. Thrawn.
He's definitely not a wizard.
And then it's a sorcerer. He's a sorcerer.
He's probably a cleric or a paladin.
He's a cleric.
There you go. He's not a paladin. Yeah, cleric. Fuck, are they the only ones that can cast that?
Whoever cast it, that's who's there.
Yeah,
his name is fuck you.
He could be a druid. You want him to be a druid?
Yeah, he's a fucking druid. He's
okay,
got like
cool.
a goddamn hippie.
Okay, cool. So Thrawn will go and be like, Captain Thundertree, it's time to prepare.
All right.
Oh, good.
Let me take a.
Is he the teen that works at Krusty Burger in The Simpsons?
Sorry, I just had some shit in my throat.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
Let me go take a.
That's a much more respectable voice. Thank you. For,
let me. Yeah, that's one of my favorite gags from Princess Bride.
Gruff it up.
Princess Bride with the albino.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I just gotta go take a. I have to go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yes, do your preparations.
He wakes up and he kind of puts his cleric robes on and shit. He goes out to the latrines and because they had people to do that, and then he takes a piss. He comes back. All right. What do you fuckers need now?
I need you to help my friend with her aging problem. We think a greater restoration spell will solve her woes.
All right, where is she?
Jane, please come here.
Well, yes, sir. I'm right here. How can I help you?
Oh, yes, there you
are.
are.
Wait, you're helping me? That's right. You know,
can help me by getting over here and
shutting
the hell up. God damn it.
Well, now, why would you talk to me like that, Captain? I may not be of your rank,
here you go again.
Rude.
Captain
I
and
was
talking.
early, but
you want to get healed?
No
or
one
you
wants
want
to be like that. I have a coffee stone for you right here.
I'm not here.
This happens a lot, Scott. These two yell over each other.
Taking a full piece.
So he goes in his tent, and then he comes out with like his shit he needs. All right. How long ago did this fucking happen to you? Because I can tell this shit's not normal. You had an aging.
It's like
something happened to you.
36 hours or so. 20? No, it's like 20 hours.
No,
yeah, we did the math. If we listened to the last one, we would know because we did the math very specifically, and you are still within the time frame.
Yeah, we tell him exactly how many hours it's been.
You tell them exactly how long. Yeah,
right.
Okay. Now
we had this old conversation with him last night.
Right. Yeah, we told him this yesterday. He just forgot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, he's fucking old. He's old as shit. He's just a healer. He's just trying to, get back to his turmeric tea.
He's still waking up.
And then he casts the shit and fuck whatnot, and Jane, you go back to being your old age. Yeah, it is successful.
Oh my God,
While
sir! Thank you so much.
while that's
That is
happening,
absolutely.
he can sense. Huh? Do you have you ever been possessed, or have you been possessed recently? As far as you were aware, I'm getting a sense of something else.
Well, I mean, I have, and I currently am kinda,
Okay,
but
you are
but
kind
it's
of.
okay
That's
this time. The first time it was not. It was, I had all these bad headaches and memories, but my memory's coming back. This new girl's real nice.
oh, so you've made new friends with your new one. That's good, I guess. Fuck. All right. Well, I mean, I noticed something. Have you? I guess the possession is probably around the same time that that shit that made you look all old and fucky is about the same time. And, like this is.
Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. We saw a ghost, and she scared the daylights out of me, as you could tell.
I
And
can
then
understand. Sure. Yeah.
we went on to fight with these other monsters. I mean, they were pretty scary too, but we got
Oh, okay.
through.
Yeah. Scary
And
shit.
we, I mean,
Yeah.
our buddy almost died. It was pretty scary.
Oh man, that
And
sounds
then
great.
and
Fifth
then we
level.
talked to
Damn.
her,
That's bad.
and she showed Drum something, and
Wow. So one of
then
your friends almost
she.
died. That you guys must have really fucked up to almost die at this level. Jeez.
I, I mean, these creatures are pretty deadly, really. I mean, they paralyze you with just a touch. I mean, you lay dead on the
Oh
ground, and
shit!
he
You were
was
fighting
just
some.
sitting duck.
Oh man, that sounds nasty. All right. Well,
We're zombies. I mean, um, well,
do you have you
I don't
noticed
even know what
anything
I was
different
talking about now.
since you're do you have this minor possession? Have you noticed
Well,
anything
I
different?
mean, sh- there was an incident with the creature that had possessed me, where we had to battle it, and it kind of got left in
You battled
her
with the
ghostly visage, and that ghostly visage was filled with this creature,
no
and
shit.
I came out with her in my head, I guess. At
Okay.
least that's how I remember it.
Oh,
And then we killed. Well, Get kills everything, but yeah, it died.
so the ghost was possessed, and you guys killed the ghost, but part of the ghost is now in you.
Well, yeah,
So
her
who are
name's
you fighting?
Sarah. I mean, I don't know if I can let her talk to you, but would you like to talk to her? Uh,
No, that's okay. I don't need to talk to your friend.
um, well,
Who are you guys fighting though?
I'm under the impression that I was possessed by someone or something working for the whoever the bad Captain Denham is. I don't know. I know he doesn't like being called that, so don't tell him I
No,
said that,
no,
please.
yeah, I can understand.
Please,
Have you
can you
talked to Captain
promise?
Denham about this yet? This possession of
Um,
this?
I believe we told him everything. I don't know. I don't know what all we talked. I think we would have told him that. My memory's in and out. Throm, did
Well,
we
I
tell
mean,
him that?
We
it was
definitely did not.
no. Well, last
Oh,
night
I don't know.
was pretty fakaked, for sure, because Fandolin was burned down, zombies, traps and shit, getting everyone out. Like, I mean, there's no trouble, but I mean, if there's something bigger going on here, that's why we came here to Fandolin. I think I don't fucking know. I was just doing my yogas and my other shits and stuff. Tea leaves and shit. But you should probably go tell Captain Denham that about the possession because, I mean, I can kind of sense some of that shit because of my religious background. But
Well, I mean, Sarah's just she's very nice, and
Sarah's hi, nice to meet you, Sarah.
she seems to have quite a lot of knowledge about whoever this evil Captain Denham is,
Huh.
she has problems with her memory as well. I mean, these people
Did you
messing
ask?
with your
Did you
souls and
maybe ask
possessions.
Sarah this thing's name? This other fucker.
I believe I have. We asked her if she knows his name.
Huh. Well,
For
you
sure.
know, as you mentioned with possessions, memory can be tricky.
She said she had problems remembering just like me, and that's kind of why I trusted her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the name might come back to her, but uh, possessions are a funny thing. I remember in seminary, um, over time, the two kind of become a new one. It depends on the strength of the two wills and the two spirits, and uh, whether the possessor, because it sounds like you willingly accepted this possession, right?
Well, I mean, I felt like it was the only thing to help her.
Well,
She came in, and I wanted
so
to save
yes,
her.
yes is the
So
answer.
yes.
Yes. Well, that makes a big difference. Just like Frodo in the One Ring, when he took it willingly, it had less power over him. So
Well,
just like,
I don't know if I know that story, but have you
oh,
ever heard about the dragon, the dragon of Icespire Peak? I mean, that's a great tale.
I mean, yeah. So just like Leroy of Icefire, when he was making friends with the dragons when they mentally linked up with
Well,
Leroy.
you've heard a different story than me, but I'd like to hear this one.
Well, the fucking point is that because you took the thing sort of willingly, that it should be able
Well,
to.
I understand what you said. That's very nice. I just said I haven't heard that story.
Well, I hate it when you ask someone if you saw that movie and they're like, no, and you're like, well, fuck, I can't tell you what I was going to tell you. Anyways, the thing, it might, there's no telling how long she'll be there. There's no telling how long she sticks around because ghosts are fucking fickle, right? They can decide to sort of like go to sleep, and when they go to sleep, they they go on. I don't fucking know, because I'm a druid cleric. Yeah,
Well,
I don't like
I
that shit.
mean, I'm
That
that
keeps you up.
I love that you're giving me all this information.
Well,
I
this
didn't
is
ask.
this is just I when I was healing you, I felt a touch of something, and it sounds like you got something in there that might, I don't know, probably let someone else fucking know. Shit, all I'm saying. He starts muttering and mumbling, going back into his tent, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna get some fucking sleep now before everyone else gets fucking going. I'm tired and shit."
Well,
So
Thrum,
I'm tired and shit.
nah, he's just an old cranky fucker.
Hey,
He said we need to go talk to Captain Denham. I think that might be the best.
that's cool. Before we go any further, I'm gonna jump out of character voice. Scott, do you have like a hard time you need to get out of here? Because sometimes we fucking run till midnight.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. We don't ever go past midnight, but I just
Is
wanted to make
midnight too
sure.
late for you?
No,
I didn't want to interrupt the whole fucking thing, but I also don't want to be a rude asshole who just like lets
No,
you hang on the fucking line.
we do
He might have
normally try
dropped,
and
guys.
we normally try and stop at 11 unless we're like in the middle of combat or something.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I can stick around.
But if you're cool, we'll keep going because I don't know if it's gonna happen tonight, but I would like to try and meet up with your character if we can make it happen. So okay. Anyway, back to it. Yes,
It just
Jane.
depends on how much sass John gives me.
Well, then we're never gonna fucking meet this guy ever in
I'm
like
sorry.
30 sessions ever.
I don't know why he put him so fucking far away.
Anyway,
He's not far. He's possibly not far away.
he could be on the fucking very edge, dude. Like right by the
I'm
T and
just fucking
try.
with him.
I know,
I'm-
but I'm gonna fucking bust your balls while I'm at it. Anyway, so
All right, so
Throm
Jane
says,
Shield-
yes, Jane, we should go tell Captain Denham
Jane
about
Shield-
the possession.
You talk to a cleric. and he, while he was healing you, noticed the shit and was like, "Well, shit, that's fucking interesting." And then he goes and is grumpy. There it goes. Now it's
That's
fucking
cool.
working.
Yeah. So, yes, Jane. Yeah, we should probably do that. Do you want to tell him, or do you want me to break the ice?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I have no problem telling him. I'm not that ashamed of it.
All right. Well, get after it, little one.
And I guess they would go find him. They'd probably all four go because they need to talk to him anyway
Yeah,
and
we'd
discuss
probably
what the
collect the
plan
other
is.
two fucking hooligans.
And then she would just tell him she's got to tell him something, and she would say exactly what she said to the last guy.
Yeah, I don't really feel the need to necessarily roleplay that because that's just you telling.
I mean, we can roleplay after he knows if he has questions for her, but
So you're telling me, jeez. So he was controlling you first, and Sarah's the one who cut that link, and now is taking up that slot.
well, I
Can you
mean,
can you talk to her now?
she protect. I mean, yeah, I can talk to her. I've been spending time trying to get to know her, asking her stories about her life, living here, like right there in Fandolin, like a long time ago, though. I'm not real sure how long ago, but I know it's a long time. We'll get more as her memory comes back and mine, and
Well, that's
we'll all
very
have a
true.
little bit more and be better all the two of us together, I think.
For now, I think that we should go back to Icefire and we should study this matter carefully. We should try and get all the information we can from
I
Sarah.
ain't going nowhere near I Spy. I'm heading after wherever he is. I'm going.
Well, that's fine, Gek. But we really should be very careful. We don't know who this unknown character who happens to look exactly like me is out there. We don't know a goddamn fucking thing.
Hey
So,
Shay, when have we ever been careful?
You make a solid point there, big guy. Hey Austin, can I roll insight on Captain Denham's statement right there? Like, I want to know
For the
basic,
thousandth time, but
yeah. Well,
we do
but
need to.
I want to know. I want to
100%.
know. Like, it's not that we don't trust him. It's just like I want to see if I can tell like a reason why he doesn't want us to do that.
Yeah. Does he?
you could
Can
ask him.
I-
I mean,
Yeah.
you can do the insight, and then you could also ask him
Well,
directly.
I was
Why
gonna.
don't
I was.
you-
I was
Why
gonna
don't
do.
you want us going to Hotno? Why are you afraid of him?
That's cool. And I'll. Yeah,
Insight.
Shay'll watch him.
Why? Well, I mean, who an unknown character that can control fucking zombies
Gek got a 20 total.
that is burning down cities. Everything that we
Dang,
have
that
in the
is-
captain's playbook for strategy and logistics to fight these guys is essentially in your fucking heads. If you guys fucking die, we're fucked because you guys got this fucking ghost creature. This all happened when you guys were supposed to go to Hotnu and figure out what the fuck was going on up there. You guys come back fucking dead, and then you guys fucking come back from life, and now we know that it was actually this other guy who brought you back to fucking life. Why did he fucking do that? There's so many fucking questions. Like,
Thrum's gonna jump in. First of all, that was a lot of F-bombs. Secondly, just playing devil's advocate here. If we have a good feeling of who's causing all this trouble, would it not be wiser to chop off the head of the snake, as it were?
well,
Just looking for counter arguments, Captain. No, not throwing any shade your direction.
all right. Jane, do you have parchment and pen and what you need to
Well,
make some
well, of
notes?
course I do. Yeah.
All right. This is what I want you to do.
I selected the Explorers pack on character creation.
I want you to make
No,
notes
just of course you do.
of everything that you've heard and seen, and I need
Doing the
you to
general stuff.
do a sort of brain dump as much as you can of since you first started getting these powers. That seems to be when some of this may have started. If we can end this sooner rather than later, then yes, countless lives could be saved. You're right, Throm. But I
Okay.
don't. And so essentially, he's giving Jane orders to like write down because you guys traveled together. Jane knows and has seen shit. Not as much, and Throm and you guys can also like. So I want to say, take an hour and write down everything that you guys have seen and everything else.
Okay.
So
Austin, I want to try something real quick.
can I?
Um,
Hey, before you do that, real quick, like Adam, want to roll fucking insight on that, but I don't have a
yeah, I
reason
mean,
to. So Throm's gonna.
I got 18 or 20 total for Gex insight earlier on his question.
Well, he didn't really stop us. So like, I don't know, but like, what I really wanted to like, let me throw this question at him. He's just gonna whisper in Captain Denham's ear and say, sir, if you don't mind, that seemed to be fairly traumatic. Is there any reason for making her go through all that again? All due
Because
respect.
everything is in her head. If you guys can go and stop this from happening, then that'd be great. But if you guys die, I'm at square one. If you guys don't come back with me, we don't know what we're fighting. Everything right now is in either her head or yours. And you guys are obviously capable of handling yourselves, but if anything happens to you, what does the rest of the kingdom do?
That's a good enough answer for me to not want to roll insight. So good job, Austin.
I
So,
mean, of the inside checks that you guys have road, roll,
Rolled.
roll. Thank you. Words are hard. Of those,
Sometimes.
that you essentially, you guys just get that he's scared and try
so
and be confident. That's all.
Austin, while they're talking,
Yeah,
um, Jane is kind of going in the back of her head. She wants to talk to Sarah real quick,
yeah.
and she is going to ask her if she can help her with a mind link with the captain. She wants to try to detect thoughts on him. I'm going to use my spell slot to detect thoughts, but I want her to be able to help me convey all the information he wants to him, hopefully as a distraction while I'm trying to detect his thoughts and see what his actual plans are and make sure he is who he says he is. Because I want to go below his surface thoughts and I want to get in there and
So,
make
but
sure
you
he's
want
telling us the truth.
Sarah to try and show him things?
I want her to go in and make a mind link, show him everything from Jane's head that he wants to know. While I try to
Is there a DC save for the mind link thing or something?
no. There will be a DC on detect thoughts.
Well, maybe just fucking talk to him. Tell him that. I mean, or do you just do it?
Oh, she's gonna say, well, Captain, I would like to, if I could link minds with you and just show you.
Sure. Link minds. You can do that now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have some psychic powers, and then the link with Sarah makes me a little more potent in those areas. So, I think it'll help. If I could just show you, then you wouldn't be so worried. You know everything I know.
He holds out his hand like, sure. How does that
She
work?
could even show you things that she knows.
Okay.
Give you the information.
Yeah.
And he's gonna,
Let's do
she's
it.
gonna grab her hand. Let's start the link. And then I also want to try detect thoughts. I don't know if I get a bonus. If I do, I do. I don't. But
Well, do you roll
it's gonna
anything?
be no. You are gonna need a save, a wisdom save,
Yeah.
because I'm digging deep to see, is this the real Captain Denham? Is this guy who he says he is? Who or what is this thing that's standing in front of me? And what exactly answers does he have inside his head?
Well, this is what happens. His guard is so down right now. Like there's not even a sense that he's even aware that you are also inside there.
Yeah.
You can feel like a psychic link. Like you can see a like you can see a gold thread, kind of. No, not gold. It wouldn't be gold. It would be like a purple blue thread go from your mind to his mind, and his eyes kind of get wide, and for a second you can see inside his mind too, and you can see Ice Spire being better defended, filled with people. You can see the throne room in the kingdom where he's imagining the king reading his missive about everything that's going on. Uh, you can see shit like that. You haven't like, I mean, that's what you see on the surface of what's been on his mind.
Okay. Now he would get at this point, since I got some stuff of some things about him. He'd probably get an opportunity to know I'm there, unless you want to say he's fully distracted,
He
because the
is
spell doesn't read as
he's
that.
being partially possessed by a ghost, sharing memories of like everything that she can now remember.
Okay. So then, like, what can I get? Like, I'm looking. Is he the
Ask me some more specifics because I don't know what you
who?
mean.
Is he Captain Denham? He is who he says he is.
He believes he is Captain Denham.
Okay.
You can
Um.
see him
Understood.
being
I'm
part
trying to
of like
think of.
him starting the captain from the king gave him the first captain uh, uh, commission.
His okay. He's the
He's
first
been training in
commissioned
Icefire.
captain.
You can see him
Okay.
signing the note that he
Um.
sent to Fandolin and all that shit.
Can I get? I want to take looks at his. I want to look at memories of his father, his grandfather, or any uncles, ancestors, anyone in his family line.
He
I want to
doesn't.
look through
He
like
never.
thoughts of them.
Um.
Do I not find anything?
You can see them. That of his father, but he never really got into. I mean, what would like? I'm not sure how to answer that.
Did he not have a big family outside of his father,
No,
or
he
would he
did
not
not.
have memories of them?
He did not have a big. His memories of that are spotty. You realize that he's actually older than he looks, and he looks fucking old.
How old is he?
He's pushing 130, 140.
Okay,
Like
that's
you
really
can,
old for a human. Okay.
yeah, you get the sense that he's like he's lived the lives of two men, and he just seems
Um.
like he's slowing down. You can see.
What
I mean,
What was he doing before he became captain?
he was just working for the king. He's been one of the
As a
king's
knight, or
he's been one of the king's spellcasters and like
okay,
uh sorcerer people for a while.
okay.
Like he's always just like Jane.
As a
Jake is
caster, what's the main thing he studies? Like, does he have a project that he studies?
no.
Okay.
Jane can get a sense that he also started when he started getting better with his powers. He also wanted to serve. She can sense that too.
That he wanted to serve.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you get the sense that his family line is older than most people.
I feel like we got as good of an answer as we're ever gonna get, and I don't know if I'm not answering. I could be just asking all the wrong questions, but yeah, I think she's gonna pull out at that point. She feels like she can trust him wholeheartedly,
So all that happens in an
and she's
instant.
gonna tell so to Throm through mental link. She'll make a
So
mental link with Throm
all
and
that
let him
happens
know.
in a quick instant where you kind of remember all these things. He opens his eyes. Well, his eyes are already open, but he focuses and he says, "That's impossible. How how did she see? That's." His eyes kind of go fuzzy for a little bit, and then he says, "Callie," and he says, "Get." He storms off in a rush and goes back to his tent. Um, he starts. You hear some shuffling of paper and shuffling of different things, of books and stuff. Um, he comes back out and he says, "Sarah, can are is that can you talk to her? How can she? Did she? He's essentially he's. I'm trying not to play him too much, but he's stuttering. He's freaking out a little bit because he saw the same memories that you guys saw, where he saw himself there. And then he says, "It was always rumored that one of my great great grandfathers became a necromancer, and you have now scared the shit out of me. Because if that's who I think it is, that's why he looks like me. That's how we lived so long. Uh, is our magic. I mean, my father looked much like I do, and I have pictures of him. I can't find any. I didn't bring them with me, but that could be." Jeez, and he starts. All right, Jane, how how do you, what? All right, well now I guess I have some questions of my own. I need to go and study. I have some questions of my own I need to answer.
We need to go up. Questions, smashes. We gotta go.
You can go. Uh, Here, and he pulls out like this a letter and he starts writing on it. There's a marshal in the forest. He should be able to guide you to the north without you having to go all the way up through the river and all that shit, because that can take weeks. You need to get up there in a few days. I don't know where he is. Once you're in his woods, he'll probably know you're there before you do. Um, Take whatever supplies you need. Jesus, I don't know. We don't have any protocols for any of this. How do you guys
Protocols
have?
are out the window now, kid.
You're not wrong. But do you guys have any ideas of how you can get messages to me from up there? How do I know to send?
Shay steps up and goes, "Don't you worry about it, kid. Just remember this voice, because I have a new 3rd level spell, Austin, called Sending, where I can do that."
Did you take
What?
that?
I did
thought
take
you
that.
weren't gonna take that because I got it.
Oh, never mind. Then Jane said all that.
Yeah,
Scratch
Jane
that.
said that.
Y'all are
Jane
killing me.
has sending. Jane can send a message.
Jane
She
said
gets it
exactly the same.
automatically.
Wait, hang on,
Not
hang
one
on.
I took.
Hang on. It's a. Don't you worry about that. You just remember this voice. Did I do it? I did it.
So,
That was
Perfect.
absolutely fantastic.
Nailed it.
Jane, because you guys actually did have a psychic
Wonderful
link,
impression, sir.
you guys had a bit of a psychic link and like a mental sharing, and you were in there. I'm gonna say it's a little bit easier for you to connect to him now, because you guys were psychically connected, and he allowed it in because he allowed it in.
No, I can send this message through other planes, man. Like I
The,
can anywhere.
the range is unlimited.
That's all
Anywhere.
cool. And I'm just saying that, like, for him, it's just like you have that telephone number memorized, and it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can send it to him. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you guys shared. Like,
We know
yeah,
his Twitter handle. It's cool.
yeah.
We follow each
Um,
other so we can DM.
So you guys, you guys talk a little bit longer about like the plan to like go north, figure out what's going on, use your best judgment, I guess, and send me messages when you think I need to hear it. I'm gonna be getting our shit down here tight. I'm gonna try and see how much of this road I can get at Fandolin. We'll probably try and clear some areas and just keep doing shit. While you guys are up there wrecking house, we're gonna try and get our house as much in order as we can, essentially. You guys get resupplied. How many potions do you guys all have? Everyone has at least 2 potions.
Shay. Shay has one, and Throm, I believe, has 2 still. Yeah.
You guys get stocked up with healing potions. Everyone now has 2.
Okay.
If you have 2, then you still have 2. If you had 1 or none, you got 2 now.
Cool.
Okay.
And they start heading towards Icefire. And you guys can do what you want. Where are you guys going?
We're following the thread, right? Or whatever. What are we calling this
Yeah.
thing?
Well, we're heading to the woods
You
because
can't.
we're
She
gonna
can't
meet
see
up.
the she can't see the thread now because she can't see zombies.
Wait, what?
But
She
I
can-
should be able to see it off in the distance if it comes from zombies. Right?
It's in the daylight right now, and you can't see
At
anything.
night, it's more visible.
We're gonna make our best guess as to where it was and go that
It was
way.
going straight. It was going north from
It
Bandit.
was going north, so we're gonna head to the woods and rendezvous with this warden, and then hopefully we can monitor the thread when we have the soonest possibility.
Yeah, that's a good point. But you can't see the thread now. There's no threads.
Okay.
So where show me on the map where like you guys have control of this thing.
So
We're gonna head towards the woods.
so like here. I mean, straight line it straight to the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, more or less.
Yeah.
It can be
Let's
difficult.
book it.
You guys. I mean, it would take like 2-3 days to cross that, and you guys are in open zombie territory. But you guys are on horses.
Well, yeah, we know on horseback we're safe. So, yeah, why the fuck not?
So
I would say we're booking it too. Like we're booking it to the woods. Hopefully we can take it easy when we get to this guy's easy trail through the woods.
yeah, we could say it takes 2.5 days because you guys are going fast, but nothing happens.
we're not gonna like whip the horses to death, but yeah, we're
No,
gonna
Yeah,
push
no.
them.
correctly.
I just
Like, I
want
can
to
see you guys
keep a
getting-
pace that zombies won't get near.
Yeah, we're
Getting
gonna
up-
we're gonna go like 85% of their maximum.
Yeah.
What you guys
That they'd see us go by so fast, they'd be like,
get up. You guys don't see any zombies.
Cool. That's
You
good.
guys get up here. You take a rest. This is a day and a half, and then you ride for another day and a half. and then you guys get up there, and you guys don't see the zombies.
Cool.
You're
That's
now
odd, but cool.
So when you guys get to this forest,
It is odd.
you guys, it is odd. You guys expected to see some zombies, and you never didn't see anything. When you guys get to this forest, you guys sort of remember the forest, but not really because you guys died, and you don't remember too much of Icefire or not Icefire of Hot New.
I've never seen a forest like this before. This is absolutely magnificent.
And the forest is very thick, and you guys know that there's things that were in the manual about zombies maneuvering in forests and shit, but you guys know that they don't generally go in there, that they sometimes fall down and get stuck, that they don't generally walk in. They don't really congregate or group in the area. That's what you guys know.
Well,
So you guys are in now. There's the forest. Which way you guys want to go in the forest?
can we just make like a? I don't know. I want to like. I don't even know if like a fucking perception check would do anything good because I mean we'd be looking for like looking for tracks or a path or something. Because I mean,
Give me
are we just gonna?
Give me a survival check there, buddy.
All right. What'd I roll?
The 12.
12.
You don't see.
Yep.
It looks like there's prairies and plains
you know,
and grasslands.
Throm's good at survival too.
And
26. How about a nat 20 for a 26?
Strom sees pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
Strom sees thick forest, thick undergrowth, not a lot of movement. He sees like some deer and shit because like he gets lucky. He sees some sunlight through the canopy, but
Does he at least see like the not that there's a path of no resistance, but the path of least resistance?
we can say with that he finds like he sees that deer, and he could kind of see a
Like a
deer
game
trail.
like a game trail. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's not at the forest. It's deeper inside the forest.
right.
And
So we're gonna
there's
have
a-
to trudge through it a little bit, but and didn't we also like found out that like the zombies kind of follow the game trails, right? But
You guys
like,
don't know that.
oh, okay. But like at the same, well then we definitely should follow those because we're trying to make decent time, right? So
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's. He says, over there. There's a way. Let's get there, and he leads the way.
So you guys start getting in the forest. And you just see thick ass forest. You guys, I mean, you can see the sun still, so you guys know generally which way is north.
Right.
But the horses are starting to have trouble getting through the dense undergrowth.
Didn't they say this guy was gonna find us? What we gotta do, just kind of yell for him?
I don't.
What's his name?
I don't recommend yelling, friend. Sound is
I mean,
often.
we're here.
You know, if he's as good as they say he is, he'll find us. So I say we just keep making our way.
The horses are starting to get spooked, and they are giving you guys trouble to
All
go
right.
almost anywhere.
Well, okay. All right, friends. Obviously, our equine beasts aren't going to be of any service. What do? We can't just leave them here to be consumed. Should we just send them on their way?
Well, I think that's probably the best.
I mean, they should be. They'll be able to outrun any threats to them. So, I suppose.
Well, yeah, and according to the manual, I mean, zombies don't really attack horses anyway.
Good point, Jane. So, firm slap on the bottom and bid them adieu.
All right,
Sounds
so
good.
You guys send off the horses.
Yeah, so we send the horses on their way. Hope they find something good. See you later, Bill the donkey.
So it's now nighttime, and you guys. I mean, it's nighttime, so it's bedtime. You guys
I'm
going
listening.
to? You guys gonna set a watch or anything?
John,
Watch.
you make this up. I gotta pee. I'm listening.
Yeah, we'll set watches.
You're gonna do the watch as normal, right?
Or 2 sets of 2.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll do.
Who's going first?
Let's do Throm and Jane.
All right.
Works for me.
All right. So you guys, what kind of camp you guys setting up?
What kind of camp?
Are you just gonna sleep on the?
I would say just bedrolls on the ground. I mean, it's a thick forest, so like rain shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, there's nothing in the manual about how to sleep in the forest.
And no, if you had to give us an equivalent month, Austin, in our world, what month would it be?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on
I mean,
where you are.
Is it cold to where we need to? I mean, do we need to build like a Dakota fire or whatever the fuck it's called?
Dakota fire hall? No.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It gets cold right before dawn, but.
Okay. All right. Well then. Yeah. So. Yeah. We'll just set up bedrolls, I would think.
So you guys set up your tent, or not your tents, your bedrolls, and you guys realize that the forest is actually, this forest seems to be filled with like noises, but you don't know the noises like you knew the noises out in the plains and prairies and mountains. There's all kinds of like twig snapping and just all kinds of animals.
It's awfully unsettling in here, Throm.
It is, but you know what they say. It'll be over before you know it. That's an expression I just made up.
All right, guys, give me perception checks.
Okie dokie. I'm decent at those. Oh, 25.
Ooh, I am, but not when I roll like that.
Whoop, whoop. 19 plus 6.
All right.
I hear a mouse fart in the distance.
You hear feet shuffling on a dirt path on the game trail.
Do I have an idea of how far away they are?
30 meters due east.
He taps Jane and he like points. And he like kind of like puts like a flat hand and then makes like his fingers walking.
Okay.
Can she? Does
the
she?
official signals right out of the manual.
Does she have like message, John?
She forms a mental link with you.
Okay.
What do you see?
I don't.
What do you see?
So we can just talk telepathically now?
Yep.
Okay. I heard footsteps over there, 30 meters. Should we investigate?
Well, I don't see that great in the dark. I mean, if I can, let me see something real quick. Let me look at something. If I can get to where I can see them, I can. If it's human, I can link with them.
Well, I'll let you make the call. Go or stay.
I say we go check it out.
All right, I'll lead the way, because I can see in the dark. So we'll head that way. Um, I mean, there's no point in stealthing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna go slowly, but I mean, my stealth is shit, and I have disadvantage, so we're not. There's no point in even rolling stealth rolls.
Yeah, not really.
But so we'll head the way and see if we keep our ears open and see if we hear or see anything. Now what, Austin?
Oh, I've already. Oh, okay. This is. I have to re-hide it because it's already hidden it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Can you guys all see the map change?
I did.
Yeah.
Mm.
You guys see this?
I will soon.
And
Damn.
You said it was to the east.
whichever way it was.
Yeah.
So, Shay and Throm, you guys are gonna go check it out. Not being idiots, I assume you guys are gonna get off the path a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're not. I don't even know if we would get off the path.
Yeah, no, I think
I think we'd stay on. I think we'd stay on the path just because.
Jane's probably like, should I light a torch?
That's your call, friend.
See what it is?
I'd say just stick close to me. Stay right behind me. I can see. He'll undo a bit of rope off of his rope if she wants to hang on to it. But I think she would be able to at least see 5 feet in front of her to see him.
Well, I'm not a child. I think I'll be okay.
Well, it's there if you need it.
But thank you.
You guys are in the forest. It's pretty dark. Not only is it nighttime, obviously, but there's any starlight or moonlight is being covered by the thick canopy, which you can't see in this awesome map that I made for you guys.
Right. This map you've definitely never used before, also.
Nope. I made it fresh for you guys tonight because I want to give Scotty a good showing. Jane, you see some gold flakes off in the distance, like approximate. Oh, come on,
if you're pinging stuff and it's black, it's not going to show up.
35 feet in the distance.
Okay.
You can see these gold flecks that could be strands or it could just be flecks. You see something.
There's something weird up there, Tom. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the strands I saw before or if it's something different.
Can you okay, so do you think that Throm would know about your capabilities at this point to make this telepathic link?
Yeah, she just needs to be able to see it.
Can you hook it up? Do you have to be able to? So you should still be able to see Gekken. Well, you don't have dark vision, so you probably can't. I was gonna say just wake them up and keep them ready, but so they're kind of out of the question. So, you know what?
He doesn't have to put armor on, so he's good.
Right. Well, but if you can't see them, you can't hook it up, right?
Yeah, no, but
okay.
I can always make it bright.
No, it's fine. He's like, you know what? Our friends aren't too far away. And in a I wouldn't say a booming voice, but I would say like a 6 out of 10 on the loudness scale. He just goes, "Show yourself. We don't fear you."
Awesome.
He's ready. He's trying to be a bit more like Ike.
Okay, let's roll for initiative, guys.
Oh, shit. All right.
Okay.
Do you want our sleeping characters initiative as well?
No, they're sleeping. You guys didn't wake them
Oh,
up.
okay. Throm got a 15. I'll take that with a +1.
Jane got a 7.
Solid.
It's not bad with a +2, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you guys see the turn order?
Nope. I have the window, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
All right. What was Jane's?
7.
7.
And what was Throm's?
15.
All right. Do you have night vision, Throm?
Throm has 60 feet of dark vision, so he should be able to see shades of gray to there.
All right. You
All
now
right.
see shades of zombies grays.
Also, like, up into this way. Like,
They're hidden.
like, up in yonder. Also, like, up in here. Like, everywhere. We really gotta get you some fucking, like, goggles of dark vision. That would have been rad. Oh, fuck my butt. All right.
Okay. Honestly, we should be fine.
Well, you know.
So that's what you guys. See.
Okay, great.
6 zombies, and Jane, you can see these gold links connecting them.
Okay, who's up?
Okay.
Let me get
You
some
can see them kind of going off to the
combat
north.
music going here. What do we got?
And oh, come on, roll 20. You're killing me.
Come on, roll 20. You're killing him.
I like that initiative.
All right, Throm.
Nope, that one sucks.
You're
Okay. First off, as a free action, he's going to say, Gek, Shay, wake your asses up because we've got trouble because
Screaming
30,
that shit.
30 feet ain't shit. And then, with his first fucking gambit, what do I want to do?
I know.
I know. Okay, here's
They're
what
going next, though, so
here's what he's gonna do. He's
I
gonna
don't
get.
know what we should do here.
He doesn't know. He's hoping they hear him, but he knows that. And this is not a. This is definitely not a. This isn't a. Nope, that's the wrong spell. This isn't a insult, but he knows that Jane is a bit frail. So he's gonna move
Oh, no, for sure.
to here and cast Spirit Guardians, third level spell.
On their turn.
Yep. So on their turn, Austin, they have to make wisdom saving throws, and after that, I'll tell you what's up.
Okay. End of your turn. It's now their turn.
Yep. So I need wisdom saving throws.
They're gonna go ahead and roll. And why don't you give me? I know I didn't want 2. I wanted 1. You're killing me. Oh, I just hit this. 2.
2? Okay, yeah, they fail, so they're taking 3d8 of radiant damage,
Okay.
which is 19 points of radiant damage.
It's a lot of damage. They're very angry at you now.
Yep. And then they're free to act.
All right. They all. Okay.
Yep.
The gold things are. The gold things are.
That was probably the wrong move, huh, John?
No,
I was just so excited. That's
not
definitely,
on your AC.
definitely the wrong move.
They all swarm you.
Mm-hmm. As suspected.
and they're gonna try and eat your brains.
Yep. I
What
figured.
Is what they want. And then they're all gonna fucking just
They'll be okay.
attack. They're gonna try and kill you.
I'm okay with it. Let's do this. I got good AC.
Does
For,
4 hit your AC?
Nope.
All right. Does 7 hit your AC?
Nope.
Jesus.
You thought a 7 would hit? No, a 13 also doesn't hit.
13.
Nope.
And we got 12 and a 19. Shit.
That
All
one
right.
hits. 19 hits.
All right. And you're taking 9 damage.
Okie dokie.
Jane, you're up.
Hey, Austin. Hey, before John goes, do you want initiatives for those other folks since I yelled?
Not yet, but
Okay.
yeah, but
Cool.
not yet.
All right.
Jane, because we're talking second, but yeah, for sure, they're a part of it.
Well, I rolled a 13 for Shay, so whenever I won't roll it again. That seems cheaty.
All right, so Jane.
Get him, Jane.
Now this is the first time you've been.
I don't have
close.
control of Jane, Austin.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Oh, you're gonna do the fucking tentacle thing again, and I'm gonna die.
So hold on. So,
I'm not gonna do the tentacle thing.
Jane, this is the first time that you can actually see all the psychic links between everybody, and you can see them fairly strong, and then you can see them going up this direction.
Okay, up north. Got it.
Like, and you can kind of almost feel it. Now that you're this close to them, you can almost feel the link more than you can see it.
Okay.
Do you want to try and do anything to the link?
I mean, I don't know why she would think about doing that
Well, she can
in this
feel it.
moment in the heat of combat.
Yeah.
Or even know what she would be able to do with that.
All right. Well,
She'd probably stick to what she knows. And I'm going to go ahead and do let's do a second level. No, we'll do a first level. Yeah, first level Tasha's Caustic Brew. So it's 5 foot wide, 30 foot long line of acid sprays out from me.
Ooh, that's
and
real
lands
nice.
On those lovely
these
zombies there. Those 3. And they get a dexterity saving throw.
They're good at that, right?
Oh, yeah.
14.
That fails.
Hell yes.
Okay.
So, Tasha's Caustic Brew, they're going to take... A creature is now covered in acid. The creature can use its action to scrape or wash the acid off itself or another creature. A covered creature takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
All right. Give me some damage.
They'll get that at the start of their
Yeah,
turn.
it's at their next turn.
Yep.
Oh.
But it burns each round that they don't take an action.
They don't take
clean
any.
it off.
They don't take any initial damage.
Not right away.
Not until their turn. So on their turn, they're about to all take a shit ton of damage.
All right. So Jane, it's end of your turn. What's Gex initiative?
I didn't roll it yet.
Give me Gex initiative.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Did you get Shay's? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Shay. I mean, do you guys want to stay the turn order, or do Shay and Geck want to go now?
Well,
I mean, I would say Geck would probably get up.
Geck should be
move.
awake.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Geck and Geck, your turn.
Can I get a what is it? A 15-foot line?
15 feet.
Yep, because I had to get up.
Oh right.
Yeah,
prone and whatnot.
unfortunately.
Wait,
and
you don't have
then-
40 feet of movement yet?
Let me double check. I think I might have just got that.
I mean, it'd be 5 more feet, which probably
Yes, I do.
it's probably
So yeah, 5 more
inconsequential.
feet.
But
still, and he's going to. He grabbed his great axe in one hand and a javelin in the other, and he's going to huck a javelin.
isn't Great Axe two-handed?
Well, yeah, but he's not wielding it yet. He's just carrying it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. I don't see any reason he
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to
Do
pick
some-
it up in one
Do
hand
something.
and
Yeah.
grab a javelin to
Yeah,
throw it.
you can
What are you
carry.
And he's going to bonus action go into a rage, by the way.
Good call.
And that's a 18 plus 7, so a 25 to hit.
Probably orange, I assume.
Yeah, whoever's in the front,
Orange.
that front corner. And that's going to be 7 points of damage. Oh, yeah, 7 points of damage. Because that's a ranged attack,
And
not a melee.
that's an orange, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So I've got to make a. How the fuck do I roll this?
He's super dead.
Yeah. Orange is dead.
All right.
You need to make a save.
Cool.
All
If
right.
he's not dead there, he's about to die.
Yep.
Throm, your turn.
Okay. You know what? I got a fucking spell I haven't been able to cast yet. So let's have. Yeah. Let's have Constitution saves from everyone. I know this is a good spell or a good save for them, but that's okay.
5.
Oh, fucking A. Okay. So they all take oh shit, max damage. Oh no, not max damage. 12 damage, and they all get moved. It was Thunder Wave. In addition, they all are moved 10 feet away from me. So push them all back.
Ooh. Nice.
In their various directions. That'll work. That's fine by me.
All right. That was Throm. Shay, now it's your turn.
Okay. Shay wakes up. 5, 10, 15. Says, what the hell did you guys get into? And she... Let's
That
see.
Throm's a troublemaker.
Yeah, definitely. I need a deck save out of everybody, Austin.
– 15.
Okay, they failed, so everybody's got fairy fire on them.
Oh, okay.
So they all are glowing, so advantage on any targeted attacks.
And your turn?
Actually, bonus action. Bonus action. I don't have to be in touch right? Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give Jane a bardic inspiration die. Because what the fuck? Why not?
There you go.
She hasn't gotten one, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know that it'll be
Okay.
useful, but she says, "Go get him, kid."
All right.
Well,
Hey.
well, thank you.
Hey, Scotty, give me a
Oh
initiative
shit!
roll.
Hell yeah!
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on,
An
Austin.
initiative?
Took you long enough.
That you said initiative.
Yep,
Yeah.
initiative roll. What's your
Okay.
initiative?
Oh damn! That's good. He rolled a nat 20 plus whatever his initiative is.
Plus 4, because he's got a plus 4 to his dex.
Yeah. So 24.
24.
That's real good.
Looks like he's going at the top of the round.
All right. Well, actually, he
Just let him go whenever the fuck he wants.
Absolutely.
You've been holding your turn order. So when
I like
you know,
that.
You know what that means?
Mm. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, have I just been
Austin,
watching
I
what's
talked
going
to
on
them.
and I just kind of hop
Yeah. So you've essentially been able to go at any time and have just sort of been hanging out. No one knows you're there. I'm going to show you where you are on the map. Everyone else is going to see. So you're up here in this fucking tree, fucking
Okay.
chilling.
Wow, we picked a very good spot to camp.
Well, he actually he got up there. You guys didn't fucking see him.
He found us.
So you're up here. You are holding your initiative order and can go at any time. But now you.
Do you want to go right now, Scott?
So now it's the zombies' turn.
Then they take damage.
And
Hang on. I don't
Well, I
think
yeah.
tell it.
they don't have to
These
make
two-
another save, correct?
these two the top two are taking damage. How
No.
much damage are they taking?
No, everyone's taking damage.
Well, then give me the
Yeah.
damage, you cocksucker.
Hey.
So the top two are taking
got
5
acid
points of
damage.
acid damage.
Oh yeah, the top two, and then everyone. Oh fuck balls! 7 points of radiant damage.
That should
Okay.
be all you need, because if you drop them to 0, they're dead.
Yeah, because the radiant damage, they don't get a save.
So these two are dead. These three are still up.
Oh shit! All right,
Okay.
that's fine.
And they are all going to go. Well, this one, purple, is going to go up to Throm, and unfortunately, he's going to burst.
Ooh,
Give me a DC. Give me a DC con. Give me a con
I
save.
don't like that.
con save. Okay, not great at those. Oh, 22. I'll take it.
Nice.
Alright. That means you pass, and you're taking half of the damage that I rolled, so you're taking 10 damage.
Okay. Hey, do you remember how much damage I took on that one hit? It was like 7, right? 9?
Yeah. 7.
Okay.
We're gonna go with 7. I'm gonna make
Okay.
that roll. Blue is gonna come up to you, and blue is gonna burst.
Yeah, you need another save?
Yeah.
Ooh, 8. Not as good.
Nope, this time you're taking that full damage. 17 damage.
Okay, good thing he still needs to take his rest.
And yellow's gonna come up to you, and he tries to do the burst thing. Like they kind of go into this rage, and they kind of shake, and they kind of lean into you. But he falls on the ground.
Oh, okay.
So he crit fails his roll,
So he's prone.
and he's on the ground.
Okay.
How's Strom doing?
He's not great, but he's fine with one enemy that we can tell. If this is all we know we have, he's fine.
And then as his last action, the zombie moans.
Oh, motherfucker. That's bad for us, Scott.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I haven't been making concentration saves.
So,
Hang on, Austin. Let's see. I should probably only take 1, right, John?
Yeah.
No, probably 2. Okay, that one definitely passed. Did that one pass?
nope, we lost Scotty.
What is it?
Oh, we lost Scotty. 11?
Scotty, did you know?
What was the last? Yeah, that passes. It's 10 or half the damage, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Spirit Guardians is still good.
I mean, we can actually stop the combat here. Pick it up next time.
I mean, that's probably a...
We should.
We can wait till Scotty gets back.
Yeah, we should wait until he pops back in. Maybe he wants to fucking shoot this thing.
Yeah,
It'd be nice if he could take this thing down.
Yeah, for real.
But there's gonna be more for you guys.
Well, we
Don't
know
worry
that.
don't worry about that. Gonna let you guys.
I just feel bad because he hasn't been able to do much.
Yeah, but that's just because it took a while to get going.
Yeah.
We couldn't just teleport you guys up here. You guys are gonna forge a
Should
friendship.
just made
with-
him a captain.
What?
Should just made him a captain.
Nah, that's too easy.
There he is. Welcome back.
Died.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So whose turn? Is...
Let Scott go. He can pop back. You want to go now?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can go now if it's my turn.
It's you've been holding, so you can pop back in whenever you want. Go ahead. You do it. Go now.
Okay. All right. Let me just get this screen adjusted here so I can see what I'm looking at.
Fucking take
Okay.
Take
So-
this fucker down.
I'm gonna just kind of stay up in the tree, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fire an arrow, which is
Plus 10, I think, because I was
With the
super
damage
jealous
tab.
of that.
that's, okay. All right. So yeah, then I'm gonna go ahead and fire an arrow. Where's my...
Oh, hell yeah. 28? Yeah. That hits.
All right. So, awesome.
Fuck Austin. Yeah, I know that hits. A 28's gonna hit.
All right, that hits. Give me some damage.
Okay. What did I say? The damage was a 1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, wow. So 12?
12.
So 12. Oh man, that does take him down to 1 hit point, but because he's a zombie, he does pop back up.
He'll be dead before he can do anything, so it's
Because,
fine.
zombies,
Like,
if you you knock him down to 0 hit points, if I can roll better, what is it?
It should be it should be 5 plus the damage
Hey,
dealt.
hold on. He gets extra damage on that attack because these zombies
Oh,
have
yeah.
already taken damage.
That's right. You
He
got
gets
Colossus.
to roll an
in.
extra D10 for Colossus.
Right.
Slayer.
Roll a d10, Scott.
all right.
So
He's a hunter.
So it was 12,
Fucking
16.
zombie hunter.
Austin, did your save beat a 21?
He did not.
Then he's dead.
It was an actual 20.
Oh, nice. So he dead.
So good, but yeah, you slay him, and then you hear these 3 up here.
Uh-huh.
It's still your turn, Shay.
Well,
Shay.
hang on.
Eric.
Scott's got another attack.
Eric,
That's what he was saying, yeah.
Oh, right.
Eric, it's still your
Well,
turn.
they're a bit of ways out though.
Oh, you can more than
I-
get to them. 150 foot is your close range with a bow.
I would worry about the cover
If
from
that's
this
what you're
tree,
worried
though.
about.
Well, what about this tree here?
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
worried.
you might have some cover.
The tree that you're in is higher than that tree, so you can see them.
There you
I
go.
can see them. Okay.
And you can shoot.
All right,
through the
then
fucking
yeah, I'll
tree,
go ahead
'cause
and take my.
You're a goddamn Aragorn Legolas motherfucker.
Okay. All right, then yeah, I'll go ahead and make my strike at that one that closest to me, purple.
Purple green.
Alright. Purple green.
Fuck yeah. That's alright.
It's
15?
a 15. Yeah.
Oh, is that? Oh, I.
Well, you're not adding your modifier, so yeah. 5 plus 10 is a 15.
Okay.
15. Yeah, 15 hits.
Yep. 'Cause you got plus
Sweet.
10 on your
Alright.
attack roll.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this guy will just be a straight
Right,
D8
D8 then.
plus 5.
5 plus what did I say? What was the?
I think it's 10 total
1d8 plus
damage.
10.
Yeah, because I think you're 1d8 plus 5 for your longbow, right?
Yeah, 1d8 plus 5.
So 13 damage to purple green over there. Did you get that, Austin?
Austin?
How much damage was it? No, I didn't hear.
10.
13.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
No, 10.
okay. I thought I heard 15 arrows.
Okay. It's got an arrow sticking out of him.
Do
That's
I am cool either way. Do we want to stop here or we want to keep going? I don't care.
I think it's a good place to stop.
I think so too.
I don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
Or how
And
many
I
zombies-
have to get my shit charged up again.
Yeah, I wanted Scott to get to do something.
Yeah, well, he's gonna have a lot to do here. Well, you guys are gonna have a lot to do here next time.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll just pick up right in the battle next Monday.
Okay, I'm
There's
gonna
a-
leave this. I'm gonna leave this aura here because I got him going. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go wash
Yeah,
my sack. I'll catch y'all.
I have all my stuff downloaded, so I won't have to deal with this next week.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
It's all
it'll-
good, man.
For sure.
next week. It'll be streamlined. We'll be good to go.
Yep.
Off to the races.
Sweet.
All right. Good shit, boys.
Later.
All right,
Drink
guys.
in,
Next
guys.
time.
We'll see ya.
Later.
See ya.